Hello, 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 fam, and welcome to another edition of Glass or Bottle. Glass night tonight. Tonight, I could not. I have been putting some little short videos up on Instagram and Facebook and things of that sort, Pinterest and stuff like that. I've been putting little short videos up called awareness videos, okay? And these awareness videos is meant to make you aware. So don't just stroll by them so casually when you see them. Stop, make yourself aware of what's going on, okay? And I am going to tell you as much as I can from my understanding and my knowledge and research of stuff, okay? But like always, you don't take my word for it. You go find out for yourself. Okay, now, before we get into all that, I just want to say I am so excited to be back on here. I feel like with all the stuff that's going on in the world, I have gotten a spark of energy and wanting to make people aware of stuff that's going on. So I've been doing a lot of stuff in regards to that. So instead of you hearing me talk about just random stuff that I pick up out the side of my head in the morning, I'm gonna have it a little bit more structured, and it's going to talk about a lot about our country and what we're going through, the wars that we're about to get into, gas prices, or food prices, food shortages. I'm going to talk about it all, okay? I'm going to talk about it all, and I'm going to tell you my opinion to it. I'm going to give you some of my words of what I tell myself, tell you some tips and things that I've learned from others, just so I can share it with you, because I feel like we are just living day to day, and we're going to be in, if you're not prepared for what's really happening, or what's really going on, you're going to be one of the people in the masses that are out there just struggling to the max. There's one thing about struggling, but they're struggling to the max. So I just want to say, this is what this channel is now going to be about. Y'all ain't hearing me because I can't talk to y'all like I want to. Y'all ain't hearing me. Y'all ain't hearing me. This channel is going to tell you everything that I have now started to realize and become aware of, okay? So stick with me on this journey. So I said all that, and I hadn't even had a drink yet. I can tell you, I didn't. That's how excited I am. I hadn't even had a drink. Tonight we are drinking white margarita, the Jose Cuervo premix one, okay? It is quite delightful. Thank you, Jose, for being in my budget and giving me what I need in the time of need. Anyway, did you guys hear? And if you have not, I urge you to go and look it up. Biden had a meeting with the president of China. Okay, Prime Minister, President, lead, I don't know, whatever they call him. The big man in China. And the big man pretty much handed Biden his ass. And this is just what I'm saying. Basically telling him, according to what the media, our media is telling us, that this man told him, you play with fire, you get burned by fire. Basically, you want to mess around, okay? You want to play this game? You really want to play this game? And I'm like, no, he didn't. And I was thinking, Biden might have a little slick comeback, but I realized the man is like 80-something years old. Them days of slick comeback ain't there. He got a little swag. Them days of slick comebacks ain't there. He talking to people and shaking hands with people that ain't there now. So I had to realize that. So anyway, so the Chinese man pretty much told Biden that. Basically said the words that they said back in the day when they was about to go to war is the same words they say today when they're about to go to war. right before war, they give them this little warning: play with fire, die by fire. I'm just saying, y'all, if y'all ain't prepared yet or getting prepared to the best of your ability of being prepared, y'all better start. If it ain't no time but the present to start, because it's about to get crazy up in here. Prices are about to get crazy. I was about to say crazy. Crazy. It's a crisis crazy. A crazy crisis. It's about to get crazy up in here. Prices are going to go up the roof for stuff if we even have it. If we even have it. I'm not even, y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. I can't tell y'all what y'all ain't hearing. But y'all don't hear this. I'm saying, reason being, China and Russia and the Saudis control everything that we have. Yes. From goods and services to oil to gas. They control it all. And yet we've had this illusion that we've been running stuff, right? So when it comes down to it, Biden got to go to the Saudis to ask for oil. Excuse the bells. Saudis to go ask for oil. Now, he even already talked to him once, and they gave him a little push, and said, okay, that's the reason why y'all seeing gas prices go down right now. Yes, take it. Yes, enjoy it. Because the money's about to go back up. Why? Because the last time he talked to the Saudis, if you go ahead on, research this, look it up, you ain't got to believe me, but the last time he talked to the Saudis told him that he was going to talk to the ADAC Alliance. Yes, he did. But do you know who the ADAC Alliance is? No, I didn't either. So don't feel bad. But I know now the ADAC Alliance is China and Russia. Ta-da! Talk about, yeah, we're going to give you more oil. Or no, we're going to give you less oil and we're going to charge you more money for it. And for who pays for this gas? Us. Yes, we're paying for the gas. Yes, we're going to be paying $6 and $7, $8 to $9, $10 for gas if we want to get somewhere in our motor vehicles. I got a scooter and a bike, just the saying. If you never learned how to ride a bike, this might be a good time. Anyway, so yes, he told him that he has to go chit-chat with the alliance. Now, mind you, in the meantime, Biden now had a talk with China about Taiwan. Now, I'm still researching. I got to be real detailed when I come to you about why the U.S. wants to defend China. Jump in. Okay, I realized through this video, Jose was starting to kick in and he wasn't meshing too good with Taiwan and Thailand. And there is a part in here where I said, I don't know why the U.S. want to defend China when I actually wanted to say why the U.S. is will defend Taiwan, but won't defend Ukraine. So it's some little stuff. If I say Thailand, you say Taiwan. Say it with me. If I say Thailand, you say Taiwan. Because that's what I'm trying to say. And I just couldn't get it because Jose said it for me. And he said Thailand. I could pretty much tell you also part of the reason why China cares so much about Thailand. Okay? That's a whole nother thing. But if y'all are really paying attention, Thailand and Ukraine are both border countries. They border each one. One borders China, one borders Russia. Both of them, the Americans want some kind of access to it. Ukraine, they wanted to put bases and stuff there. And Russia was like, no, wait a minute. Thailand, they wants to do things over there in Thailand. What exactly does that want to do with it? I don't know. I think it has to do with tech industry. Everything is made in China. China and Taiwan. Everything is made in Taiwan. You remember those labels, made in Taiwan. You remember those labels. Anyway, they're both bordered. So what makes the U.S. want to fight for this border state or country or whatever, border country, but won't fight for this border country, but continues to just send aid? Wow, I don't know. That's a whole nother realm. But all I'm trying to say is, I'm going to get back on the point, is that y'all, this is going to be crazy. You got the president of China threatening the president of the United States. And unfortunately, he couldn't come back with no cap black. He couldn't come back with no cap black. He couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. He wasn't there. Obama should have been there because he would have struck his little black side. And Michelle would have been in the background. I just know he ain't just said that. I just know who he talking to. That would have been Michelle. But Biden right now, be real honest with you, I'm not sure. Biden right now is looking real. It ain't looking good for the home team. Why don't I just say that? It's just not looking good for the home team. We don't look like the strong team that's supposed to be out on the field right now. We don't look like that. Our uniforms still look good, so people kind of look at us and be like, yeah, they can do this. But we know that we don't look like that we ain't the strong team that we was. It don't look good for the home team, So I'm wondering now, since the oil got to come from the Saudis, the gas come from Europe itself, come from over in Europe, with and our products and goods come from China and Taiwan. Now, what y'all think about that? I call bullshit. Why is all our stuff over there? And yet, it's like we buy everything from somebody else. But we do that. We buy everything. We buy goods and services. We buy gas. We buy electricity. We buy it from everybody else. And I don't understand. So, but we the strong superhouse power. So maybe Russia and China and the Saudis finally was like, you know what? They done got some folks up in there and they like, you know what? This country is a trip. They've been playing Big Brother for everybody and ain't doing nothing in their own house. Y'all ain't heard me. Y'all ain't hearing me because I can't talk to you. You ain't hearing me. You ain't hearing me. They trying to govern everybody else and can't even produce gas, product, and energy for themselves. But they trying to tell everybody else what to do. Now, mind you, I am not saying all this to be against America because I think it's a great country for me to live in at the time that I am living in it. Because if there was another time back in the day, I wouldn't say the country was a great country to live in. You got to go, you got to be with the present. So for the time and the day that I am living in this presence, the country for me and my experience, not nobody else's, my experience, they heard something, thought I heard something. My experience says I'm doing okay. And this is a great country. I don't want to move away from this country, even though this country got a lot of bullshit. Yes, even though. But then again, what household don't? What household don't, right? What family that just ain't got no bull going on? So, we got our stuff going on. But as in a whole, I can see where China and Russia and the Saudi are all looking at the people who run the country, because it ain't the people in the country necessarily, all the people in the country. Some people agree with them and some people don't, but it ain't the whole country that thinks like that. We think we can produce our own stuff here. We think we can come up with our own energy source here, our own solar panels all over. We think we could do this. We think as American people, we can do our own drilling offshore and get our oil from offshore, from our country. Excuse me. I had to have a drink for a moment there. You saw I was getting a little uptight in the chest. Anyway, as American people, we think we could do this. And guess what? We will be glad to do it. We get paid to do it so we can constantly put into our country. Excuse me. Constantly put into the country. But those aren't the options presented. Woo, sorry there for a moment. I thought y'all was going to lose me. But I'm okay. Had to pull through it. Had to get the message out. So we as people think we can do it. So we don't understand why we ain't doing it. And there's probably some people in these other countries that are trying to go to war all the time, people that's in war right now. The people of their country is trying to figure out what the heck is going on. And that's where we say, it's government. And those people with big monies, country makers, I shouldn't say country maker, people that make or break a country. People that got so much money or so much value, that they can say something that can affect me. And I don't even know them. I ain't seen them yet or whatever. So I'm just saying, I say all this to say, because I say a lot. And I say a lot of something. Sometimes I say a lot of nothing. But I really believe it's up to you to figure out which one it is. Something or nothing. Could be part of something. It could be part of nothing. And still have something to be done with it. Anyway, I say all that to say, people, start to prepare. Because like I said, gas prices, energy prices, food shortage, it's coming. It is so coming. And I hope and pray to the universe that you are not stuck in it. Because all those movies that we saw in the past of apocalyptic moments or whatever, national disaster moments, are going to be true if that's you and you're going through it. They're going to be true movie moments. All I can say is that please take the time, listen to my videos, subscribe if you want. Don't. At the end of the day, I'm doing this as part of my service. You may agree with me and you may not agree with me, but I'm just trying to do this as part of the service of the human race, to my actual energy that resides in me, that keeps me up. I'm just doing my part, trying to do my part. But subscribe if you want. If you don't. And also, just do your research. Please stop ignoring all the signs. Please stop ignoring the signs, because it's just like the movies. It will be too late when they tell you it is coming or it's here. It will be too late. So, thanks so much. Jose Cuervo, White Margarita. Thanks so much for joining me. Glass or Bottle Friday. stay safe. Stay safe. Be blessed. Be aware. Bye.